Hello there people of the internet, I'm the Gaming Lemon. Welcome to this week's top 5 structures from Minecraft on the Xbox 360. This is the show where I show off some of the best worlds that I get sent in on Minecraft for the category of the video, which this week of course is tree houses. My god, these are some really epic tree houses. I can't wait to show you guys some of these tree houses. This really is incredible. Before we get into it, next week is going to be water slides. I'll get more into that and also how you can submit your world at the end of the video, but without wasting any more time, let's get into our number 5 spot, which goes to DJ Sucker D. This was a sort of style that I didn't really get sent in. This was the only one I think that I got sent in, which is where there were like 4 multiple tree houses all connected by like rope bridges and pathways, which I thought looked really cool. You got one really small tree which I don't think really connects up to the actual trees to the other ones, which is built upon a lake and you actually can't go inside it. But there are 3 trees that you can go inside. The first one is a party tree or a rave tree. I thought this tree looked really good. Some of the design was excellent, I thought. I think there are 3 levels in total. The 2 of them of course were self-explanatory, which could be reached by staircase. I think this is a VIP area, I'm not too sure, but the 3rd level could be reached by a ladder on the side of the 2nd floor. Now the second tree, as you're going to see here, is the God tree. This is the biggest tree out of the 3. It is absolutely huge. You will see that as soon as you step in, you are brought by this massive interior with a lovely ground floor, might I say. I really like the design of the floor on this one. I don't know why, it just looks so vibrant and colourful. I love it. As you can see, there are many directions you can take on this tree. Unfortunately, I didn't find there was too much interior on this tree, which is a bit of a shame. There was a lot of open space that could have been filled with some interior. Most of the interior I found was just on the lounge area on the bottom floor. Most pathways I found either went onto a viewing balcony or brought you to another bridge which brought you to another part of the tree. But the exterior of this tree still looked fantastic. I really like the look of this tree and all the trees in general. Moving on to the 3rd and final tree that you can actually go into, we are in the library tree. As you are reaching the top to your destination, there are certain balconies that you can go off onto and look at the lovely view outside the world. As you reach the top, however, you are brought by this lovely library. I really like the look of this one. I love how you blended the trees and books together. I thought it looked really nice. Anyways, a fantastic build and a great way to start this week's top 5. Congratulations to DJ Sucker D. Coming in at number 4th place, we have Comic 1111. Returning person to the top 5 countdown. He used to be in numerous top 5 countdowns, but went away for a while, and now he has returned. Start off, we have this giant God tree, looking very nice with some great designs. I really like the look of some of the elven houses it's got branching off of the tree house. That looked really nice. And I love the fact that it looks so complex and detailed. I love designs where there's so much to it and it looks so detailed. Which God tree is overlooking the massive town, which looks very nice indeed. However, I thought this could have been improved if there was some more time spent on it. Some areas of the build didn't actually seem quite finished, or it seemed a little rushed, or it seemed like it could have used a bit of improvement. For example, the Elven village looked very nice indeed, but the part that disappointed me is that there was no interior to the overall Elven houses. I mean, there was some interior in some Elven houses, but for the most part there was no interior whatsoever, which was a little bit of a shame. Some parts genuinely looked out of place and genuinely looked like it didn't fit right and just didn't suit the overall build. But away from the negatives, this was a really well designed build by Comic 11 and his build team. Congratulations, and I hope to see you returning yet again for another top 5 countdown. Third place we have Builders Unit, a very talented build team within the Minecraft XBLA community. Now this is what I was looking for when I was looking through my top 5 submissions. A treehouse, a single treehouse like this that was just had so much effort and so much design and thought put into it. So the outcome was this, a well designed, a well thought on, a seriously epic treehouse. Would you just look at that? It looks incredible. It has a lovely castle sitting on top of it, which the only letdown for me was the fact that the castle wasn't actually finished as well, which was a shame. But there wasn't too much interior in the overall castle. That was the only negative or the downside to the overall build itself. Everything else came out fantastically well. One feature that I thought was really neat is that you guys might see some bees flying around the overall build. That's because he actually built a beehive inside the actual tree, which I thought was really cool. It seemed like a really good idea, creative idea. On the topic of bees, there are also some creepy crawlies and some bugs lying around everywhere, normally quite large to make you feel like an insect. They look really nice. One feature that I really liked is there was a caterpillar on the side of the castle, and then behind that was his cocoon. What I love about builds like this is that every angle you take and every direction you look, there is always so much detail everywhere put in. It's like you take every minute to make it look to the best of its abilities, and that's why I love builds like this. They look fantastic, and I've got to tell you, this treehouse looked fantastic at night. Just like all the builds really, they always bright up and just bring out the best of them. A fantastic job to a newly entered contestant, Builders Unit. I hope to see you again for another top 5 countdown. Second place we have Andy Pandy O. Now feast your eyes upon the magnificent epic creation which is the God Tree. The exterior of course looked fantastic. I loved the 2 spiraling pieces of wood to connect into one to make this epic tree. Another feature which I really loved was the floating torches that you put around the tree. It reminded me something like out of Harry Potter. And the main thing that I loved about this treehouse was the interior was excellent. I'd say this is probably the best interior I got sent in or out of these top 5 countdowns. What I love about this is he still gave it a natural feel. You know, the houses that the villagers were inhabited in, they were kind of half tree and half house, which of course they should be, which is why they're called Tree House. I just love how he made it suit with nature and still made it look really natural. There were loads and loads of rooms that I got to explore, some fantastically well designed ones. I hope I managed to visit all of them because there were so many directions I could take. I was pretty sure I visited all of them. One room that I really liked was the library, of course. I thought that looked really epic. I loved all the little towns it had and all the villages it had inhabited in it. It really felt like a real community that, you know, had adapted to this treehouse. It was a really well thought out build. And I'll end on this note by letting you guys watch all these rooms and all these epic designs by Andy Pandy O. Great job to Andy Pandy O. Number 1 spot this week goes to Grateful SW8. Just look at this, so much design and so much stuff put into one build. It's incredible. Everything on the exterior just looked perfect. I mean, just look at the outside of it. Look at the design on those elven houses and those hanging light bulbs hanging from the tree. Those looked very, very nice indeed. There are also some giant flying bugs around the whole place. You know, you've got a dragonfly on the edge of the build, and also some giant snails on the edge of the build to make you kind of feel like an insect. It was really cool. It was kind of like a fantasy treehouse, which I really liked. It had like an elven style to it, which made me feel like fantasy. It was cool. And of course, if this is the number 1 spot, the interior had to be great as well, which of course it was. Very, very well designed, just like the exterior, which I love to see. I love to see that the interior is worked as well on as the exterior. As difficult as it may be to kind of have both of them looking very well, Grateful managed to pull it off and it came out very well. I love how Grateful also made this one seem very natural and made it seem like an actual, you know, treehouse feel. There was also a massive rope bridge that led onto another little treehouse. This one is where you would actually sleep and stay, and also with a swimming pool, and it all looked very, very nice. It really had a really nice swampy feel, which is like what he was going for. I'd say this is a very well deserved number 1 spot, Grateful SW8. Congratulations, and again, I hope to see you again for more top 5 countdowns, because I believe this is the first submission you submitted, so I hope to see a return from you. But yeah, congratulations and a fantastic job, Grateful SW8. Well guys, that was this week's top 5 structures. I really hope you did enjoy. Next week, like I said at the beginning of the video, is going to be water slides. There aren't many guidelines for this one, so you can literally make your imagination go wild. All I say about this one is that you have to make it rideable with a boat, because if it's not rideable, then it's just a waterfall. Because this is water slide, so make it rideable. How to actually submit is when you're done with your water slide is you send your Xbox Live gamer tag and pictures of your world. Please do include as many pictures as possible. It's very hard to judge your build or world if I only get like say 1 screenshot sent in, so please send as many as possible, the more the merrier. So send your Xbox Live gamer tag and pictures of your world / build to top5structures360@hotmail.co.uk. There are more detailed rules in the description below. Be sure to read them before submitting your world. Good luck to all of you that are going to submit, and I hope you guys did enjoy this episode of Top 5 Structures. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Lemon out.